I need to know who my victim is. That's the priority. But finish your breakfast. I got plenty of time.
McNulty, man.
Don't ever tell my mother or my priest you saw me do this.
Take it to my grave.
Lester, what the f? McNulty messing with a body last episode was crazy. Crazy.
Marlowe's an asshole. He does not get to win. We get to win. This case doesn't go away just because the bosses can't find the money to pay for it. These are murders. Ghetto murders, but still. I came back out of the Western to work this case because they said it would be worked. I came back out on a promise, and they're going to keep that promise.
He is so...
Yeah, you keep on with it. I'm going to rat you out.
Mm-hmm. Do it, Bunk.
My name is nowhere in the file. I don't want to do with this.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Bunk.
His drink. I mean, I know it's very realistic for a character like McNulty to make so much progress in the last seasons and then come back on this high of like wanting to win, essentially throwing his whole life away to prove a point like he wins. Like, I know it's very realistic, but it don't mean I gotta like it, man. Or I can just say it is what it is. Because like we saw McNulty make so much progress in his family life, his personal life, in his work-life balance, like all of it. And the same drug that he was on with Barksdale and Stringer. He's on that shit again, heavy. Probably heavier than before even.
I want to see my story.
Al?
It's my first time out front. I want to see it.
This is why we should get home delivery.
Why pay for it when I get it for free at the office? Be back.
That was interesting. She's seen the FBI guy. So he's trying to put all these murders on Marlo. Because that's what they need to keep it going. Wow. Bonk is just observing.
Office. Now.
Uh-oh.
This is way past any shit you ever pulled in your life, Jimmy. Think on it.
You see Greg's out there? Bagging evidence alone, then going back out to recanvass on a triple. A triple f***ing murder. A home invasion. And she's working it alone. They pulled Crutchfield this morning, put him back in the rotation.
That's on them, but you can't come
Right, that's on them. A triple murder, and 12 hours later they leave one detective alone on it? I guess she's lucky she has a car.
This shit won't work.
Well, then we're no worse than before. Extra red name or two on the board.
Yeah, unless you got caught.
When this f***ing unit's gonna catch me? Most of the guys up here couldn't catch the clap in a Mexican house.
What's with the red ribbon?
Barlow had a open strangle a few years back. Homeless guy with a red ribbon tied around his wrist. So that's two. Also, I found an open homeless case, which Ray Cole worked. I wrote a ribbon into his office reports. So there's three.
Our guy didn't have a red ribbon.
That's where I'm headed.
Jesus. Listen to yourself.
For
Upstairs,
real.
we jump on a real serial killer. F***ing Marlowe, who's got bodies all over him. Well, maybe they need the make-believe.
Yeah, maybe you're the who just lost his mind.
Still drinking.
He tried. But mostly he just himself.
Sounds like Jimmy.
Here you're promising a double-digit drop, and he gives you a 4% bump for 2 quarters in a row.
Thanks for bringing these by, Stan.
Well, I wanted to give you a heads up. Truth is, looking at numbers like those, I'm thinking you could do a lot worse than give me a run as acting commissioner. I know you couldn't make me permanent, maybe 6 months, while you keep grooming your boy Daniels. I get a pension bump, and you get a head start on clearing out dead wood, beginning with Burrell and Rawls.
Thanks, Stan. Let me think on it.
Do that, Tommy.
Pension bump. Shabaka.
Our 10-7 on the floor yet?
He's by the overhead camera.
I need to grab Prince, get him ID'd.
Don't you want to wait for the post? Keep his hands clean for trace?
I need to know who my victim is. That's the priority. But finish your breakfast. I got plenty of time.
McNulty, man.
Nothing under the nails that I can see. Think we can risk Prince?
Our circulation numbers are also down as we compete with a variety of media. Technology is driving distribution,
Oh, man.
and the internet is a free source of news and opinions. Seeking a balance in this new world, we're now faced with hard choices.
If only you could see 2025. If only. Yeah, it makes me think of all the things that like became like obsolete because of some other companies coming into existence, like blockbusters, taxis, newspapers, so many.
The aorta should have elasticity to it, but it's rock hard. Whoever strangled him could have just waited a month or two more. This guy was on his last legs.
It is what it is. In addition to the fractured hyoid and the bruising, I got signs of a struggle around the body. A couple of witnesses who thought they heard sounds of a struggle inside the house. Also, that ribbon you snipped off, it might tie to other cases.
The ribbon my own investigator missed at the scene.
Well, it happens. It was high on the wrist.
Cause and manner is homicide by strangulation. Good hunting, detective.
Good theatrics.
No increase in crime even after I cut you guys to the bone. This is what you're telling me. Because the one thing I'm asking of you guys, the one thing that I'm asking above all, is that you bring me clean numbers.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. You made that clear.
Very good then.
Wasn't it 4%?
Burrell is done. He just killed himself. We leak the real stats, hold the cooked ones in case he won't go quietly.
And replace it with who? Rawls? He came in with the same stats.
If I know Bill Rawls, he'll be calling over here as soon as he gets back to his office, telling us he warned Burrell against cooking the books.
The ministers won't live with Rawls, neither will Nerese.
As acting commissioner, they will. For a few months at least. If we got a black candidate to sell them.
Daniels isn't ready. He's only been colonel for a year.
A year will do in a pinch. You float it with one of your bunkies on Calvert Street. See how it plays.
Burrell reads that. He'll shit melons.
I f***ing hope so. It's Baltimore. No one lives forever.
I was just gonna say, where's Marlo at? Snoop is so funny.
Russian sent me. Need you to get a word to Vondas. Got a new friend.
Never heard the name.
Just let him know Marlo came past with a gift. Same time tomorrow.
One's killing homeless men.
What happened with, I can't remember her name, the reporter. If what happened with her is anything to go by, who would care about these homeless killings? You know what I'm saying? Kind of like her colleague told her, if those murders had happened in the right zip code in a white neighborhood, she will get like her story out with all the space it deserves. So why does McNulty think that the murder of this homeless man connecting to Marlo will do anything? Or are they just looking for any murders at all?
Weird thing about my case, Bunk. Dead man was homeless, but he had a red ribbon tied around his wrist. I mean, what does a homeless guy have to remember that he used to have a red ribbon tied around his wrist?
If you got a problem, then I got a problem. That's how the co-op work. What's the problem?
I got too much money.
Son, believe me, you ain't alone. What to do with this shit we sell ain't no thing. In Baltimore, dope and coke sell themselves. But the money that come back, Ain't enough mattresses, is it now?
Gotta clean it.
You got any ideas?
Yeah, a few. If you asking.
Not Twig.
Damn.
Guy gives 20 years to the paper, and this how it ends.
Fact of the matter is, it's more profitable these days to run a worse paper for less money. Cut back people in pages, you increase revenue.
If we're lucky, they'll just get rid of dead wood.
How'd it go?
You've done excellent work. Without being explicit, they gave me a choice. Either the copy desk or the buyout.
You're kidding, right?
Apparently, they can hire 1.5 20-somethings for what it costs to keep me in print, so...
Damn, Roger. Sorry, man.
I might as well get to work on a great American novel.
Go do your own thing. Oh, shit. Yeah, he's gone.
Relax, Gus. We need you here.
That's surprising.
You've done excellent work. We're counting on you to transition the new team. There's still going to be excellent talent out there that needs to be developed.
What kind of team's gonna be left?
We're losing good people, but we expect to retain the core of a solid staff.
Doing more with less. That's what we have to contemplate going forward.
More with less, huh?
Look at this. It's a red ribbon in one of Ray Cole's files. Cole left a note with it. Found on left wrist of victim. Check against other cases.
Hey, hon. How's the stain look on the cabinets? They dry yet? Great. Yep, I'm on my way.
McNulty's education, though.
Go home, Jimmy. Think your weak shit through, man. Go home. For the love of God, I'm working a serial killer.
You know Bunk is really pissed when he turned down a drink.
Cell phone today, it took me a minute to remember who the hell you were.
Him in that lounge.
When you left, I was still covering the labor beat. We ain't had a labor report around here in 3 years.
Yeah, well, now you the big bad city editor, and I'm whoring myself a politician.
And you got out just at the right time, too.
That bad, huh?
Chicago is killing us. One buyout after another. I can't even begin to think what our next round of guild negotiations is gonna be like. You know, enough of me crying. What are you selling tonight, dear Norma?
Carcetti's planning the shit can Burrell. He's talking to people and considering replacements.
City Hall source? Who's the leading candidate?
Rawls, deputy for operations, might have the job for a few months, but there's a front runner from deep in the department, Cedric Daniels.
It's been a while since I've been on the street there, Norman. Who's this Daniels?
Chief of detectives, polished, holds a law degree, brought closure to some high-level cases. His ex-wife got herself elected to the council last go-round. I always like photos of my story.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah, no problem. I'm all over it. What do you know about Daniels?
Who is he?
CID commander. Came out of the Eastern DEU. Married to the Daniels that won the council seat in 06. Brought in a couple of big wiretap cases. They gave him the Western, hoping to clean up that district after they shit-canned Ronnie Colvin. Since getting separated...
And this is who you guys are firing. This is who you guys are letting go. But like he said, it cost them so much cheaper to bring 20-something-year-olds without experience and whatnot than keep him there, so he gotta leave. But look at him just spit all that info off the dome.
Hi, darling. It's Roger Twig with the Sun Papers. Yeah, is the deputy around? Thanks, hon.
Right. An hour or two I'd have had it surrounded.
No doubt. While Mr. Deadwood here's working the story, see if you can feed him some React quotes.
It's a generous gift. But your money, the money you bring me,
I don't need. Money is money. What's the difference who bring it to you?
it's dirty money. It stinks.
Damn.
We ain't in the same business.
The bills are from the street. They're dirty. You understand? Everything runs through Joe. Everything is clean with Joe.
Ain't a problem.
Good. Goodbye.
Hey, Bunk. What kind of knot you say was on that red ribbon? The one on the homeless guy's wrist.
Yourself with your red ribbon.
Just thought of something. I caught a vagrant months back, had a red ribbon tied around his wrist.
You remember that? Hell of a catch, Detective. Hell of a catch. Let me see your file.
Finally worked.
Clean bills? You mean laundered, right? I just showed you how.
Nah, he mean clean, like the money straight out the bank and shit. All looking nice.
See, people ain't right. Here you are trying to pay him, and all he worried about is what the money look like.
Normally, my fee for this would be 20 on a dollar.
40,000 to make it look nice.
You need this back today, too. Might ordinarily charge more. But seeing as how we co-op, no charge.
Joe,
Speaking of co-op, tell them they got burnt and giving away 50 for a line of Omar's people.
His sister, his Mima, some fag he be with, all that shit count, you hear me?
I'd let sleeping dogs lie, son.
I know you would, Joe. I mean, you smart like that. Me? Anyway, pass that off on.
Come back for this here in an hour.
Let sleeping dogs lie.
Boy want Omar bad.
Man, I ain't giving him a thing on Omar. Omar been gone.
Don't want him back.
Why in the hell would I want that motherfucker back?
Right. Prop Joe probably might be one of probably the smartest character in this show. Such a good point. Like, why would I want to invite all that trouble back?
Who covers us for the Sun papers nowadays? Twig?
Yeah, him or this new girl. I don't know, something.
I don't know. McNulty always going behind.
Whoa. Scott, come here.
Uh-oh.
This quote here. Carcetti may be holding the knife, but Daniel sharpened it for him. He's been critical of Burrell since the election.
Good shit, huh?
Yeah, from a high-ranking City Hall source. You feel comfortable telling me where you got that?
Not really. It being a source.
Well, it's a great quote, but if you're gonna slam somebody anonymously, I at least have to be sure the quote comes from
Reese Campbell. She's not gonna slam the mayor's choice publicly, but not for attribution. That's her quote.
You got any reason to say that, huh?
Twig's not the only guy who's game around here.
Hey. Prove yourself, youngin'. Clean money. Fresh mint.
Let Vondas know I ain't mean no misunderstanding earlier.
Always sipping his tea. Mint.
How do you know they're connected? Is there DNA evidence or a signature?
Can't release that yet. You know, copycats.
So there is a signature. What?
You're good. You're new, right?
5 months. I worked at the Sun Sentinel in Lauderdale before this.
I've read your stories. They're good.
Bullshit. But thanks.
You're gonna run something right away, right? Gonna get the word out on this.
His joint on Collington on the east side of the street. If he give up Omar, though, I want in on that shit. Put a gun in my face, man.
Joe know about Butchie?
Motherfucker, I know about him. Joe don't know shit about this here. And he ain't need to know. Now, where my cheese at, man?
Snake. But yeah, he does want a piece of Omar. Everyone does, truthfully.
You got any prior convictions?
Yeah, nothing that rate.
We get you a passport, then take a trip.
Go see your money.
Ain't easy civilizing this fucker.
We chose poorly, Gus.
Yeah.
At this rate, there won't be much to call a newspaper in 10 years.
You know, my father worked over at Armco, right? And every morning before he went to work, he'd sit at the table, reading the newspaper with a cup of coffee. And no one could interrupt him for that 15 minutes before he walked out the door. And I remember watching him thinking, what the hell is so important about paper? I want to be part of that. Maybe want to be a newspaper man.
Wow.
One day I was cutting class at Patterson, and there was this man on the downtown bus folding his broadsheet, just so. And the way that man folded that paper and concentrated on reading those pages, it made him look like the smartest son of a boss. It's just one of those moments.
Such a good combo.
I forgive you, Gus.
That's such a real conversation, man. Them sharing their inspirations for doing what they do. Ooh! That got a 30-inch. That phone gonna ring all day. Rouse.
See that quote from somebody about me stabbing Burrell in the back? It's a damn lie.
So what? You're gonna be named commissioner. This is good news. How is this not good news?
He didn't do it. It's a stain on his character.
Yo, sir.
If you got some ID on
Hell no.
Cash is
Cheese.
in the register.
The register, old man.
Ah, cheese, man. Makes sense. They gave, what's his name again? They gave him up to get Omar here. They better not shoot him. Butch.
Back in the girdle ads, underneath the story about the school board approving a name change for PS 114. It's Jimmy McNulty's Ripper. You know why they call him homeless, Jimmy? Because they ain't got a pot to piss in. And you know why they ain't got a pot? Because nobody gives a good f. Shake it for another day or two, and then you're back in the rotation.
All that.
You done with this stupid shit? Who the f do you need to hear from, Jimmy?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about earlier. Who would give a f about like someone murdering homeless people? To most people, unfortunately, they'll be like, yeah, good riddance. Get rid of them. For what? Could have gone to jail if you got caught.
How much could even be in that file? An assets investigation, some loose talk. It was so long ago, most of those guys have moved on.
He only needs smoke. He doesn't even need fire to drag you down, to drag me down. Everything that we have worked so hard for. We've already lost enough.
Oh, Butch. It's so good and refreshing to see. I mean, I expect nothing from like Daniels. It's so good to see that him and his ex-wife are still like cordial. It's so good. Not every representation of divorce have to be cats and dogs. And I always love how like he's always been just so matured in everything he did. Like when he started seeing Rhonda and he told freaking McNulty, like, I hope this is not gonna be a thing. It's not like I was waiting up on her, like it just happened. I want to make sure we're good. Like, so much respect, man, for him. It's crazy too, because like kind of like Corchetti, we're seeing that the willingness and the drive to do good is not enough in like a system where shit hits the fan like every day in, day out, you know, like with Corchetti trying to do good, but the way the system works is just full of shit. Same thing to him. I mean, you can argue, not even argue, he did have a hand in his past misdealings, but like he said, that was so long ago. Probably for most of his life and career, he's been on the straight and narrow, but even that is coming back to bite him in the ass now. So kind of like his ex-wife said, like he probably won't be able to take that position just cause, man, all that stuff needs to remain in the dark. They're trying to get him drunk.
What other people Omar got? the one got the trouble. No need for you to stand tall on it.
He ain't saying shit.
You don't have to be messy. Ain't no other way I can see that.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Where Omar at?
Oh, Butch. No, not like. Oh, Butch.
When word get to Omar, make sure he hear everything.
Yeah, y'all are dead.
Still ain't got no line on him, man. And now he coming at us.
You gonna change up. Marlo gotta move indoors. The rest of us need to live on the run.
What plan, you ask me?
Marlo wants Omar. What else you need to know?
When you have fucking. What's her name? God, I just blanked out. Chris and Snoop. When you got Snoop being the fucking voice of reason, you know your plan is shit. Your plan is cooked. Obviously, they were hoping like Butch. R.I.P. Butch, man. I love Butch, bro. He's just so chill. He said, no, I don't see it going another way. Like, I mean, he's smart enough to know that aside from the part of him not giving up his nephew, he knows if he says anything, he's dead. Instantly. R.I.P. Butch. Man, think of all the mountains Omar moved to get back at Stringer when they tortured and killed his partner. And now you kill Butch? I cannot wait. I'll have my popcorn. I'll have my popcorn ready when it happens.
You making your move on Burrell, and I don't blame you. And the thing is, I can help with that. The ministers, the Rees, Black Legislative Caucus, I can bring them around for you.
Feel free.
All I need is some help with this grand jury nonsense. Hey, you go to Bond, you tell Bond that...
I can't help you with that.
The story's been out all day and our phone isn't ringing. The ministers, Nerese, the caucus, they're willing to live with Daniels, apparently.
Thanks anyway.
First time in his life, he's probably been told no.
You can cut Clay loose, huh? Thinking I'm done.
Man, you've been eating way too long, man. Shit. Wearing jeans in this hot ass weather is crazy though.
It's mine. Y'all got my money.
Oui, monsieur. J'ai juste besoin de ça. S'il vous plaît, est-ce que je pourrais avoir le...
Give it to her.
Merci. Identification, s'il vous plaît.
What?
Ça?
ID.
Ok, monsieur Marlowe.
So you string together Barlow's murder and Cole's unconnected case and yours, which is natural to begin with.
Instant serial killer, which I thought would get the brass to begin kicking out some money to work real cases.
Like Marlowe. Shit like this actually goes to your brain.
Yeah. If you don't want to listen to your partner, then listen to less.
That's so funny to me. Shit like that actually go through your brain. Oh God, such a good question. Like, how does what's in your brain? Maggots? Like, how does shit like this go through your brain? Oh, that was so satisfying. It's kind of how you hear some things that some people did on the news that they got caught. Some Florida man-ish thing you hear some people do. Pardon me for saying this story, but I don't know if any of you saw in the news, there was this insurance fraud where I think this group of friends try to get their like insurance, like payout from, I think it was auto insurance. And to them, their plan was to tell the insurance company that a bear broke into the car and damaged the car. But it was one of them in a bear suit. I can't lie. Look it up. Like in a bear suit, and they even had their home camera catch it. And you watching it on the news, you can clearly see that if that's a fucking bear, that it just came out of hibernation. Because you know how bear suits look like, you can't fill it up. It looks like a human wearing it. And obviously all three of them, like, they got caught. So yeah, you hear things like that and you think, what was going through your brain when you cooked up this plan? So satisfying to hear, let's just say that about McNulty. So satisfying.
Give the killers some f***ed up fantasy, something bad, real bad. It's got to grip the hearts and minds, give people what they want from a serial killer. You're onto something. I only need a few weeks to pull down Marlo Stanfield. You fly this mess right, you can give it to me. Who gives a damn if we fake a couple of murders that we're never gonna solve, huh? The dead men don't care. No one cares. But if it's gonna get the bosses to throw down enough coin to do police work...
I'm out. I'm out of here.
Yeah, I need to leave. Lester? This is crazy work.
We gotta give your killer a name.
We have to kill again.
We? I am shooketh. This gotta be a joke. This gotta be a joke. Hey! Omar living la vida loca. Look at him, Robin Hood. Oh, when he hears about it. Man, leaving by the ocean. He got the hat on. Is that a fedora?
Cuz got to find out where they got Honey Nut, yo. They expect us to call this spittle land home.
Oh man, ruin his whole staycation.
Recibí una llamada. Tengo mala noticia.
¿Qué pasa?
Mataron a Butchie.
Damn. His acting, man, his face, it went from sadness, acceptance, rage, all in a single moment. Man, seeing his reaction, like, damn, that made my heart so heavy. Because aside from his mom, or was it his grandma, that almost got shot on a Sunday, on Sunday morning. I think Butch is his only other family, right? Nah, but going after Butch is wicked, though. Wicked. Yeah, this has to conclude this season. I mean, it's the last season, so like I said, man, I'm gonna have my popcorn seated for it. R.I.P. Butch. Omar did it right, man. Like, move out to an island somewhere. I'm not gonna lie to you, if you had told me that Lester Smooth would hear this Jimmy's story and actually give him notes, touche, show, touche. Say we gotta give him a name, sensationalize it. I'm like, who is speaking right here? I think Bunk's reaction was all of us from behind. He's like, man, this episode feels so long. It feels so packed. I love it. Every single scene. It was nice seeing Michael just be a kid for one day, but then we all know there will be some consequences to that. I mean, that's what teenagers should be doing anyways, like having a good time, taking care of the younger ones, like going to fun stuff, like talking to, you know, girls your age and stuff, and like just having fun. But obviously we're gonna see some repercussion to that. McNulty, I'm not gonna lie, I'm very disappointed in him, but I mean, what can we do? That's just me. I understand that, like, this police shit is his drug, is his addiction, but man, you don't cross so many lines, man. Oh, Marlo going overseas to get a feel of his cash. Like, I want to see it. So I'm like, this man is not playing, because yeah, he don't know if Prop Joe is playing him or not. Magneto. Oh man, I'm gonna miss The Wire, bro. I'm gonna miss The Wire. Well, if you're one of those viewers that watch everything and you're hearing this in between right now, name one show that you want to replace The Wire. Just one show. And trust me, to reward you actually paying attention and watching the whole video, I'ma highly consider those. And if you do it, like put a flower emoji right next to it so that I can easily search the comments and see it. I'm a highly consider a show that you mentioned to replace The Wire. Consider it, like make a list, maybe do a poll or something like that. I fucking love this show. Consider that a reward for like not skipping to the reaction portions.
A few moments later.
Yeah, episode 4. You're being watched.
I'm still parked right up the block. What are we, invisible? Stupid f***ing-yos.
Heck no, just f***ing with them, man.
You want to wait for him to serve somebody? Fuck it. They're dirty either way.
It's not gonna be anything, huh?
Hands on the wall.
We ain't done that.
Seriously, I was just sitting in my chair reading the magazine is all.
And watching your crew work a ground stash, you mean?
Stash? This shit?
You're a truant.
It's Saturday.
Try Wednesday.
And I'm past trying to see why y'all locking me up.
Hey, Carlicio. Officer Carlicio, shitbird. Hey, shut it down. It's a police operation here.
Let's get back to your post. Let's back these vehicles up.
Man, shut up.
I'm not telling you again.
Tony, calm down.
Officer, if you could just move your car forward just a little bit, I'm gonna get right down the road.
Yeah, he need to go. He need to go. So fucking intoxicated by power, bruh. Like you took an L. You touched the shit. Just take your L.
If anyone is suggesting that I've broken chain of command, that I've gone behind your back, that I've lobbied against you in any way, they're lying. I don't know who told the newspaper that, but they were lying when they said it. Respectfully, sir, I don't know where this shit is coming from.
About to beat him to death? My boy, what is going on?
Sir, no one has spoken to me. Not Carcetti, not anyone. But if I'm approached, my answer will be to decline the position and say, I serve at your pleasure.
He's gonna ask him to take it, huh? Or is there no point?
Unclaimed. So far this year, 11. 13 if we added 2 in the freezer I ain't ID'd yet.
Run it for no fixed address.
Jimmy, it'd help if I knew what the f you were looking for.
Body-wise, I just want to know where we're pulling most of the homeless from.
With or without ODs? The numbers are way up since fentanyl showed up.
Throw them in, more the merrier.
Oof. It's gotten worse.
They're all dead, no fixed address? Dropping like flies in the sun, ain't they? Hey, Lester, it's me. Yeah, in the morgue. Some 4 to 12, but a lot of midnight. And a lot of them in South Baltimore. Yeah. So, who do we know working 12 to 8 in the Southern? 2300 of the district, that'll work.
Jimmy, am I missing something here? How does this help you?
You have no idea. No idea.
I went under that phony gangster shit. He was old school.
Funny, I feel like I should know Butchie, but I can't place him.
Came up under teens.
Oh, they came here for D'Angelo. Man, what's his name? 4 seasons in, you would think some of these names will be second nature to me. The one that died, the one who always had the corner with Poot, you know, that they all started from season 1 with D'Angelo. Yeah, the first time we saw this, like, funeral, like this flower shop, he was the one coming here to get flowers for D'Angelo. And now even him is gone too. I wonder if anyone came and got flowers for him. Psst. Omar is coming. Way down in the hole.
Caught him a slug early. Took his sight.
Wow.
Dabbled now and then, but kept it quiet as a puppy walking on cotton.
So that's how he lost his sight.
Butchie, woe to them that call evil good and good evil. Sign it. Your true and loyal friend, Proposition Joe.
question is he doing this out of the kindness of his heart, or is he doing this to make sure Omar knows I have shit to do with him? Well, Snoop and Chris did leave someone alive to tell everything, but I want to know, because Prop Joe, his like self-preservation skills is legendary, so maybe he's just doing this for like an extra padding to make Omar know I ain't got shit to do with it. It could be both, honestly. Actually, I'm thinking it's both. I think he also cares, because he's dealt with like Butch a lot, so I believe part of this is genuine too. Maybe 80% of it is genuine, but that 20% just like, hey, Omar, it ain't me.
It was not our intent to mislead. When I spoke before about the condition of your money, I was talking in symbols. The money, it came from the street, and so I thought you came from the street.
I did.
Right.
I do.
It was not the money that concerned me. You have been more than generous, and this is a gift of an honorable man, clearly. But in accepting such a gift, we would give you the wrong impression.
Wow, the Greek is back.
We know a man here, and we trust him. But to know more people, to learn more names, to have them learn our names.
I'm not here to badmouth Prop Joe, but people depend on me. And last year, it was a robbery. I'm saying, oh, what if this happens again? Where'd I put my people?
Well, that's for you to discuss with Joe.
All I'm asking for is an insurance policy. You know, something covers me, covers you.
And covers Joe.
Sigal Ray. The young man makes a point. You're right. These are volatile times. It is not unreasonable to carry insurance. Who can say what tomorrow will show us?
Bastard.
You go. Be safe.
Your case.
Oh, y'all came a ways. Yeah, put it to expenses.
If we were to tell him no, he will still come back. This he shows us.
But he is not Joe.
He is not Joe.
Seeing his face again, all I can see is like those girls, man. I hope this show won't let him escape a second time.
That's the plan. To let him cut his teeth as deputy for operations, and in 6 months, make him.
He's not the spick and span boy they think he is.
Uh-oh.
He came up in the Eastern District, part of a bad drug unit that was skimming seized drug money. I actually had the feds.
This isn't about Daniels. You came in with bad stats, and for the mayor, that was the last straw.
My numbers were clean. They'd gone through staff.
Oh, the way she tossed that away immediately, I am shocked. She said, I don't give a damn.
You came in with bad stats, and for the mayor, that was the last straw.
My numbers were clean. They'd gone through staff review. You tell Carcetti.
Urban, it doesn't matter now. You're done. Carcetti has moved on you.
You tell him if he does me like this, I'll do Daniels.
You kill Daniels, and we end up with Bill Rawls as police commissioner. The ministers, the caucus, the council, they'll live with Daniels. Why? Because Carcetti gave away the store just to push you out.
30 pieces of silver each, huh?
We'll have your back. I promise you. Full pension and a transitional job on the mayor's criminal justice coordinating council. And from there, something down in Washington with one of the police associations. 6 figures guaranteed.
Oof.
You go the right way and attention will be paid, Irvin. But you go kicking and screaming. And no one, not the caucus, not the ministers, not me, will be there for you.
That's such a good deal. At this point, if you don't take it, it's just your pride. Holy shit. And yeah, who would he rather live with, Rawls or Daniels? Man, what a bind.
Your choice. Press conference tomorrow. You play out the string. Carcetti will do the same.
Damn. She took the file though. Uh-oh. She's gonna leave that in the pocket to use later, probably.
Damn if I can find it.
That's why they call it a hole.
That there is the sickest idea yet. You know that, right?
I'm just gilding your lily, son. There. Right there.
No way, I'm on my lunch break.
Excuse me, officer. Is this the on-ramp to 95?
Socks. I'll be...
Lunch break.
Jimmy McNulty.
Hey, you look like a man in the market for a new house. Think about it. It's a buyer's market.
Nice guard.
You have an eye for quality, Socks. Call me if you decide to make a move. So this isn't a social call.
I wish it were.
Well, get on with it. I got a busy day tomorrow. I need my rest.
Oscar, we're in need of a body. Male, homeless, little or no decom.
Under 10 to death. Well, that shouldn't be no problem, Socks, seeing as you homicide.
We need to get to it before anybody else gets a look-see.
You want to open an H file? Well, that's got to be the first.
Right?
How do I reach you? All right.
You want to know why?
Not his problem, I guess.
If he backs up on us.
Requare was in homicide, and he caught one, a botched kidnapping. He gets there, finds the area chief sightseeing through his scene, asks him to back off. Cites the GO.
G3, the authority and responsibility to coordinate the investigation shall rest with the homicide detective.
Area chief takes umbrage. Oscar stands his ground, and it's quite a dust-up. The next morning, he's told his insubordinate he's got to work 2 weeks extra duty pounding pavement up on Monument Street. He told them to go f themselves. You know, he'll take the trial board. Well, he eats 2 weeks, and they shit-can him out the unit.
Area chief?
Name of Rawls, as I remember it.
Damn. Of course. Of course, Rawls. Ooh, Omar back. And this time, it's not even a game.
How you still alive, yo?
They need to send a message. Tell him.
Said, tell Omar he put his hand in the wrong pocket.
And you need to know, my little dogs didn't let Butchie go easy.
I'ma work them. Sweet Jesus, I'ma work them.
I want in.
Nah, this one on me, yo.
But you don't know them people.
Still in the background on my Vicks, looking for a common thread. Look, it don't even... Too much.
What's wrong with Bunk?
I mean, the way Bunk says it's gotta be there with Samuel L. Jackson, man. Maybe under. But the way he says it, man, you feel it from his chest.
It's an asshole. They saw what you were doing. Do you know who you were beating on yesterday? You know? A teacher from Stewart Hill Elementary, trying to get around our to make it to an after-school program.
Well, he should have said so.
He never got a chance. Boy, I seen some stupid shit in my day, but even by Western standards, this rates a whole new category. IID is down the hall talking to the major. They're gonna be down here looking for statements in 10 minutes. Tony, you gotta write this smart. The excessive horn blowing distracted you from securing juvenile prisoners who became volatile due to the noise. And you warned the driver several times.
Man, that month.
Say what?
I said, shitbird lays on his horn, he should be locked up. His ignorant ass.
How about your ignorant ass? I also love the callback to Daniels. Was it Daniels in season 1? Can't remember if it was Daniel or Lester that I think one of them messed up. I can't remember if it was Carver or it was the other Wilson Fick's dad. I can't remember if it was one of them. They messed up. Or was it even when Prez hit a kid? He did the same exact thing Carver is doing, like telling them how to like go about their statement to like kind of like save their ass. But him?
Tony, I'm writing you up. Excessive force, conduct unbecoming.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gonna back me?
I'm charging you.
You charge me. You're a rat.
And?
Then I'm a rat.
Exactly. Can't be doing that stupid shit. Back me up my ass.
Deposit date. Withdraw from that account to his personal account. Again, money from a donor.
Thank you for coming, Senator. We've asked you in to answer questions regarding certain financial irregularities. We can go to my office and talk first, or get right to it.
Lead on.
If you'll follow me, then.
The way they flip the board over. Shit.
Do you know this story? Would you like me to read it to you?
Oh, the kid that watched the murders.
Devon?
That boy is probably not even there.
Now then, I show you a canceled check dated 22 January 2007 from Sterner, Ernst, and Bauer Development Group made payable to West Baltimore Hoops.
I just love Clay Davis way too much, man. The way he picking up the piece of paper, like, is the biggest surprise. Like, he never seen anything like that. You know every single thing she talking about. He picked it up like, what in the world? Oh man, he's so good. He is so good.
On the West Baltimore Hoops Incorporated account in the amount of $11,000 and a deposit slip dated 23 January, same year, to your personal account in the amount of $11,000.
I come here to help, but y'all out for blood. I'm not answering no more questions.
You are invoking your right against self-incrimination, sir?
Damn right.
Then we'll conclude this testimony.
Shit. Is the out that tells the tale. Ground yourself.
Yo, as soon as this newspaper stink get off my ass, I'ma unload my club and clear a mill. Now, I'm gonna snatch up every bacon I can get my fat ass fingers on.
There you go, like a real player.
It's a whole new world out there, man. Buy you some property, hold on to it till the white people show up, you make a killing.
Milton's into that, except he got some kind of deal with that prisoner entry program. Got convicts fixing up his house.
Shut the fuck up. I'm sick of listening to your shit. If we got business, if we ain't, I'm gonna bounce.
Marlo here seems pressed for time, so y'all can pick back up on this after the meet.
Last up, we got Hungry Man.
Junior here took it upon himself to make unlawful incursions into county territory that was marked for my people.
Incursions? Ain't you the articulate fuck?
Keep on talking, boy, you gonna get spanked.
Like you got the heart. Pissed like a bitch.
All right, shut it down. Last I looked, you wasn't no charter member. I apologize. My nephew gonna heed the boundaries, I assure you. All right, meeting's adjourned.
What the fuck up with him? Boy, needs man.
Just like I told you, right?
Yeah, I pulled some of it out, brought it back home. I was thinking, what next with this?
You clear some time tomorrow, I'll open the door for you. That work? Son, you need to focus a bit more on what can be gained by working with people. That's just a thought now.
Yeah. Thanks.
I thought he was gonna tell him, because the way Cheese was like acting in there, I thought Marlo was gonna tell him to like keep an eye on Cheese, and that would just like raise Prop Joe's suspicions. But at this point, honestly, I think Joe knows that it was Cheese that got the message over to them about like Butch. He has to know. He's not dumb. I mean, who else? Definitely not Slim. Definitely.
I hear Carcetti's gonna do right by you. Salary with the coordinating council, then a DC job. You deserve it.
Sure, I deserve it, but not for doing the job. What I got, they gave me for carrying their water all these years. To Carcetti, I'm a hack. Royce was no different. Maybe I am, but every day they send over a new priority. Go after the bad guys. No, change that. Make quality of life cases. Get on top of the murders. On second thought, run the whores out of Patterson Park. You think the mayor tells the schools how to teach kids, or the health department how to do its job, or sanitation how to pick up trash? But get elected, and suddenly they know police work. You might think it'll be different when you sit here, but it won't. You will eat their shit. Daniels, too, when he gets here.
Such a good point. I love how all the themes like connect. I mean, that's the same thing they told Carcetti right before his election. That, bruh, everybody's gonna bring their own bucket of shit. You know what I'm saying? So for someone like Burrell, he's been doing it for so long. I mean, is there a point where just the way the system is set up also corrupts you as well? Like if you are not like, if your foundation is not strong and your integrity, you know? I'm thinking back to season 1 and everything. Like Burrell, he did a lot of shit, even when it wasn't coming from on top. But yeah, I mean, if the show is telling us from the reality that even as good-hearted and willing as Carcetti is to want to do good, he still has to like play the game and eat some of that shit. Talk less of someone like this, like Burrell, who, I mean, we didn't see him early enough in his career to know his intentions, but from all we saw, I don't think he cares as much as Carcetti does, which just tells me that like he did a lot more to like line his own pockets. However, he does make a good point about anyone who sits on this chair is going to deal with it one way or the other. And what he said about like the orders coming from on top on what to focus on and what not to focus on and this and that.
Right now, he's too withdrawn to revisit the event.
How do you come back from something like that?
How? His whole family, dog.
I swear I didn't ask for this. Relax. You once told me that if I was gonna do you, you'd be done already. Remember? Shit, I don't even remember what was in that file. Something about the Eastern District. So long ago, who can remember?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Was that a threat?
During my time in the city council, Irv was no stranger to me. I chaired the public safety subcommittee, and I called upon him many times. We worked closely together then, and when I became mayor, we formed a strong relationship.
He feared and hated me, and I merely wanted him dead.
Making Baltimore a safer city.
Don't stray from the inner harbor.
But I know that the Criminal Justice Coordinating Council needs new leadership.
It took a while, but I finally put his ass out to pasture.
If you would. Thank you.
Plaques for hacks. Prerogative of any big city mayor.
How much of that insight and analysis can we get in tomorrow's story?
Little to none. Twig was the man who could work the department sources, and they're the ones that would shit all over a dog and pony show like that.
What about Price at the Hall?
Mayor's office, they're the ones set up the press conference. They're not gonna tell the truth, not even on background. No, a veteran in the cop shop is what gets us over in a story like this, and if we didn't buy ours out.
Gus, I understand that you're disappointed with the cutbacks, but civility is important. I've been meaning to talk to you about your profanity.
My profanity?
Hello?
Collegial atmosphere is essential.
What kind of is that?
Clay Davis was grand jury today. He's been under investigation in a corruption case for almost a year.
Hey, I'm the federal court reporter, remember? We haven't had daily city court coverage since Doug Struck took the buyout before last.
This isn't a federal probe?
If it had been federal, I would have had it months ago. This is city. You know, you want one reporter covering 2 courthouses? Fine. Why don't you just shove the broom up my ass and I'll sweep the floor while I'm at it?
All right, we'll just get caught up, okay? Meanwhile, see if we can get a quote from Davis. Hey, Scott.
My boy is
Jason, the
overworked.
courthouse story was yours.
No problem. What do you need?
Find the state's attorney. He set up a perp walk for Clay Davis outside the grand jury today. We get hold of Bond, he'll catch us up on all this shit. Jesus. Do you remember in the good old days when nobody in their right mind would stage a perp walk without calling a daily newspaper? Nowadays, all they care about is a goddamn video.
I've said so much how much I appreciate this show, The Wire, and its critiques of society and just its commentary on society. I've learned so much from this show. Like, even things you think you're aware of is like you might just know certain terminology for things. You might know certain concept, but seeing this show play it into a drama with stories, with well-written characters, it's so much like to learn. It's so good. Like I've said earlier, this season, I didn't know how journalism worked or like papers, like being a paper man or a paper house. I mean, why would I? Like, you know, my age and the kind of world I live in now, that I wouldn't even care about things like that, like a newspaper or like how it works, bringing a story together. But the way this show this season has just gone into, I mean, last season they did amazingly with the school system, with the education system, and all their efforts to do right by these kids and how royally they get, like, administration after administration. It's amazing to watch, man. It's amazing. The whole thing with the journalism angle this season, learning so much, love it so much.
I can knock out an office report like this in my sleep. There's no way Jay gets off his fat ass, comes out to check what I'm doing.
Jimmy, a lot rides on this. Work it like a real case, it'll feel like a real case. And more importantly, it'll read like a real case.
You should have seen me in the squad room today. All the casework laid out like I'm lost in a career case. Landsman barely noticed.
We crank this up. Landsman's not the only one who's gonna be thumbing through this H-file. We get sloppy, we get cuffed.
I'm still shocked.
What do you want me to do?
Lester's in on it.
For a second?
Maybe later. I gotta get ready for work.
Richest country in the world.
I'm Detective McNulty, homicide. Can I ask you a few questions?
Oh, got a card? Hey!
Is that one of the dudes from the docks? The one with the dog? He looks so familiar.
I asked you once, where'd Joe? Skip past the talking. Do what you feel. Joe ain't had nothing to do with it.
Slim, you gonna make me hurt you, yo.
Ask yourself, dawg, why would Joe give Butchie up?
Right.
If Marlo could make him talk, he puts Joe inside your big score. If Joe turned Butchie, I tell you.
Right.
Shit, I help you even. But it just ain't like that. Come on, yo.
Yeah, you gotta trust Slim.
Finish it.
I love that, because I thought this whole shit would make Omar a little irrational, because, I mean, Valid, that's his uncle, man. Slim is such a G, man. He told him everything and said finish it, not begging for his life or trying to play hardball. Like, say if Joe did it, like, shit, I'll help you too, but I love that scene.
I know y'all into keeping things on the hush-hush tip, but damn, Chris, this CIA shit off the hook. I ain't done nothing lately to piss you off, right? Right?
Man, no race shit is so, and we ain't started yet. He's funky, yo.
It's a gift from Marlo. But you know how that go. Give a gift, get a gift.
Yo, hungry man. What's up? Wow. Marlo knows how to like reward bad behavior. Like give a gift, get a gift. Over some shit, man. Just some words. What happened in that conference? Did he say something? Burrell? I hate the suspense.
Deputy Alves. No, this is Daniels. Cedric Daniels. Well, he's now in the commissioner's office. Yes.
Uh-oh. Okay. That cleared the air a little bit.
He knows he knows this. He's proud, you know? He doesn't want to beg.
It's not about that.
Come on, Carv. You cannot do one of your own guys. I mean, I know you got rank now, you're damn near lieutenant, but still.
It ain't about the rank.
Mm-hmm.
I never told you, Hurt. Never said a f***ing word. But when I gave you that kid to debrief last year, and what's his face? You were supposed to get him to bunk Moreland, you remember that?
Yeah. I up. So what?
So it mattered.
Mm-hmm. If his live up.
What the fuck does this have to do with Collegio?
It all matters. I know we thought it didn't, but it does.
Come on.
So you gotta do Collegio, huh? Guess you think they had to do me.
I mean...
Yeah, probably.
You know this.
These guys are gonna talk shit about you for a while. But Marv, you do what needs done.
Thank you. Man, I ain't gonna hold you. Carv has to be one of the best character arcs in this show. Carv has to be one of the best. Cause where he started off, like him and Herc, and seeing him go under Lester, Bunny, and Cedric, and like seeing him like become them. Become those three men right under our eyes. He didn't take the shortcuts, like he took their advice, was diligent, and like look at where he is. And like season 3 was just full of him just being some of the best police ever. Not just police, but also like a leader in his community, for lack of a better phrase. Yeah, Carv, it matters. It matters. And good job to Herc for like complimenting him on doing what's right. I have not been looking forward to seeing this, like Jimmy's home life. Did you drink the Listerine?
I was out on one.
You worked 8 to 4.
I'm working a serial killer. They call me on any suspicious death.
Yeah? Where'd they reach you?
The phone.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I stopped, had a couple, then I got the call.
I know. I can smell the Jamesons from here. Jamie and Listerine, your scent.
Beatty, I'm just...
We had something, Jimmy. You and me. We had something. You know, when people told me stories about you, about how you were, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't see it.
Yeah. Yeah, 10 minutes. I got another one. South Baltimore. Petey, I'm chasing a serial killer.
Yeah, that's not all you're chasing.
Right.
Look, if you don't want to be here,
I gotta go.
I wasn't looking forward to seeing their home life because this whole time when Jimmy's been doing his shit, I'm like, damn, like this must be hitting her heavy. Like they had something good, bruh. Like I'm chasing a serial killer. Even that is because like it's the whole thing he's making up. We know what you're really out there doing. Yeah, I'm with her on just like moving on. It's difficult, but just move on, man, because he does not want this, probably just for convenience. Dude, the worst thing, I know some of you might think like Franklin is always getting this way when he see people cheating, that is just a story and whatnot, but like, dude, it's just a bridge of trust, bro. Like the worst part is like not even doing all that to your partner, but making them look stupid on the outside. This man was fucking someone on the road, bro, in front of his car. Like anyone who knows you and know her would be like, God damn, like look what he's doing out in the street. Like you make your partner look stupid. And even Bunk, as much as Bunk tries to hold Jimmy accountable, all he said that one time was like, how are things going on at home? But I think it's one of those things where he didn't want to press, like none of his business. But like even Bunk knew, and Bunk is the king of like sleeping outside. Nah, move on, girl. Like you don't deserve that at all.
Marlo's no fool. He know you be coming at him. Word is, him and Chris went to the mattresses on the move almost every night.
Fool enough to kick a sleeping Doug.
That should tell you something, don't it?
Well, I know the boy waiting on me. I ain't gonna go at him straight up. Go after his people, you feel me? You heard enough of him. That snake gonna stick his head about that hole.
That one there? No, he's a lieutenant.
No, you gonna go after him first. Go mark that ride, yo.
Oscar.
Lester?
Thank you, baby.
Yeah, anytime, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Got one?
He's perfect. Can't be dead in more than a couple hours.
Better lose these.
Jesus Christ, man.
Fuck, McNulty.
Defense wounds. Help sell it. You know, a lot of nerve calling me twisted. You're the fella that came up with the teeth.
You know how these psycho serial are. They mature. They start simple and crude and become more and more ornate. There you go.
Don't ever tell my mother or my priest you saw me do this.
Take it to my grave.
Lester, what the f, man?
Yeah, well, we outside when you're ready.
Hey, keep sharp while I'm gone, boy. Charles say Omar back. And while he left Charles standing, the man might feel less inclined if he get the drop on you or yours.
You got fret nothing about Omar.
You just wait.
No need for that.
You ain't come to see me off. My nephew.
Wow. Not this time.
Relax. Breathe easy.
Man, Omar, take all these to the oh my god, Prop Joe. Cheese is such a bitch. Certified bitch. Your uncle? I mean, Joe has been up to some shit, but I don't even know if he deserves this. Look at me earlier saying Joe was just getting flowers for Butch, and now Joe is gone too. Nah, bro, this is just episode 4, man. You telling me no more Prop Joe for the whole season? That's some shit. RIP, bruh. Y'all in the comments, without spoiling anything, let me know if I'm missing something from Lester joining Jimmy in this. Let me know if I'm missing something. Is it just that Lester too is tired of the system shutting down their investigations and he's joining Jimmy, or like, because it's hard for me to, man, it was so good seeing Carver being a stand-up guy this episode, man. Whole last season. And I give praise to Herc for like telling him to do what needs to be done, like respect. What the hell, Prop Joe? Marlo. He said I wasn't made to play the son. Man, Cheese is making me hate Method Man. Yeah, I'm lost for words on that, man. The way he talked him through it to close your eyes, breathe, Omar need to take them all back to the Middle Ages, man. Do some diabolical shit to all of them. What is Slim Charles gonna think when he hears this? Isn't it crazy that like Prop Joe told Slim, you watch Cheese? Like, keep an eye on him. Yeah, the moment Omar was in his house inside Prop Joe's, I say Omar, whatever the moment he came into Prop Joe's house, I was like, when do you ever know Prop Joe to have a meeting in his house? Long video. That's a wrap, folks. Thank you all for watching. Let me hear your thoughts in the comments as always. Much love to all of you, man. This is greatness right here.